Good morning, students. This is our session 3 of chapter 2 polynomials. In the last session 2, we have seen what are the zeros of the polynomial as well as how can we obtain the zeros of the polynomial. In this session 3, we are going to divide the polynomials. That is, here we are seeing division of polynomials, and the method we are describing here, that is long division method. Here 2 or 3 examples are taken here. Check this. Example number 6. Divide px by gx. Here px and gx both are polynomials. Px is given as x plus 3x square minus 1 and gx is 1 plus x. Px is a quadratic polynomial here and gx is a linear polynomial. Now we have to see how this long division method works. Here are some steps you have to keep in your mind. First of all, 3x square plus x plus 1. This is the decreasing order of the terms of the polynomial. So we are writing the polynomials in decreasing degrees of the terms. So 3x square plus x minus 1, as well as this 1 plus x is written here, x plus 1. One important thing, 3x square plus x minus 1 is said to be a dividend polynomial, while x plus 1 is said to be a divisor polynomial. Now when we are going to start long division method, first step associated with it is we have to take the first term of the dividend polynomial 3x square and first term of the divisor polynomial x. We have to divide first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. So 1x is cancelled over here, so 3x is left. Take this 3x here, means first step is we are dividing the given polynomial by x plus 1 and the method is start with 3x. Now put this 3x over here. Now 3x gets multiplied by the divisor polynomial and whatever the terms we are obtained, that we have to put below this polynomial. Term wise term we have to set that terms. So first term is 3x square, 3x into x, that is 3x square, plus 3x 1s are 3x. Now we have to subtract the terms because it is a division, so we have to follow the procedure of division, that is whatever terms we are writing here, you have to subtract it from the above one. Now to subtract it, first of all we have to change the sign of the terms here, that is it is plus 3x squared, so now it becomes minus, and it is plus 3x, so again it becomes minus. First term is always cancel out, you can check, plus 3x squared minus 3x squared is cancelled. Now come here, it is minus 3x plus x, so minus 3x plus x, that is minus 2x. Take this minus 1 over here. Again, second step associated with it is first term of the dividend polynomial, that is minus 2x, and first term of the divisor polynomial, that is x. Now we have to divide this, so x and x gets cancelled, minus 2 is there. Put this minus 2 here and multiply divisor polynomial with minus 2, and whatever terms are obtained, that you have to put below this one, means here, right? So this is minus 2x plus minus minus 2 1s are 2, that is minus 2. Now again we have to subtract it, so change the signs. This is minus 2x, so it will become plus 2x. It is minus 2, so it will become plus 2. First term, again it is cancelled out, plus 2 minus 1, that becomes plus 1 here, which is said to be a remainder. that is remainder is 1, and this is quotient, that is 3x minus 2. So here the long division method completes. You must remember one more thing here. Dividend is represented as divisor into quotient plus remainder. Right? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we can also write dividend polynomial, that is our 3x square plus x minus 1, is equal to divisor polynomial, which is x plus 1, into quotient polynomial, that is 3x minus 2 plus 1. So you can obtain the term over here like this. So this is the long division method. One more example we are going to take here to understand the whole concept again. This is question number 6, that is example number 6. Divide the polynomial 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. Now it is very much clear which is the dividend polynomial and which is the divisor polynomial here. Yes, 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. This is your dividend polynomial, and x minus 1 is your divisor polynomial. Okay. Now, one important thing you have to note here, that when we are looking for this dividend polynomial, 3x raised to 4 term is here, minus 4x cube term is here, but the term containing x square variable is not present here, right? So whenever you are writing the dividend polynomial here, you have to insert the term 0x square and add that term. So the division method becomes easy for you. Step by step you have to arrange the terms, so this method becomes easy for you, right? Okay, now we are going to start. First you have to write dividend polynomial over here, then divisor polynomial. Now the step 1, first term of the dividend polynomial, that is 3x raised to 4, divide by first term of the divisor polynomial, that is x. Now when we are going to divide here, 1x gets cancelled and 3x cube is obtained. Put that 3x cube here and start multiplying the divisor polynomial by 3x cube. And the terms whichever you will obtain, you have to put that terms below the first two terms, right? Okay, multiply it. 3x cube into x, that is 3x raised to 4, minus 3 ones are 3x cube, right? Okay, now subtract it, so we have to change the signs here. It is plus 3, so it becomes minus 3 here. It is minus 3x cube, so it will become plus 3x cube. First, remember one thing, first term always cancel out, right? So 3x raised to 4 and minus 3x raised to 4 is cancel out here. Now minus 4x cube plus 3x cube, that will subtraction going to take place. So it is minus x cube, that is minus 1x cube is left. Take 0x square here. Now again step 2, first term of the dividend polynomial, which is minus x cube here, and first term of the divisor polynomial, that is x. We have to divide this. So x, 1 power of x is cancelled here by the denominator. So you will have minus x squared, right? Put that minus x square here and multiply it. Minus x square into x, that is minus x cube, minus minus plus x ones are x square. Now change the sign to subtract. So you will have first term cancel out. This 0x square has no meaning. So minus x square remains as it is. Minus 3x you are going to carry here. Again, third step. Again we are going to take first term of the dividend polynomial, minus x square, and first term of the divisor polynomial, x, and divide it. So 1 power is gets cancelled here. So minus x is left. Put that minus x over here and start multiplying with divisor polynomial. So which terms you will have? Minus x square minus minus plus x. That is minus x square plus x. Put that terms here. Minus x square plus x. Now change the signs and cancel the first term. Now you can check minus 3x and minus x. So both terms are added because both have same signs. So minus 4x. Now take minus 1 from here. Right? Minus 1. Minus 1 minus 4. So minus 1 we have taken here. Again the fourth step started. First term, that is minus 4x. And first term of divisor is x. Again divide x and x gets cancelled out. So minus 4 is left here. Take this minus 4 here, right? And multiply this one with divisor polynomial. That is minus 4x minus minus plus 1. That is plus 1 you are obtaining. That is minus minus plus 4 ones are 4. So plus 4. Minus 4x plus 4 is here. Now change the signs. So you will have plus and minus signs on changing. First term is gets cancelled. Minus 1 and minus 4 is left. It is added. So it is minus 5. So remainder is 5 and quotient is 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4. So this is completed. Again we are going to take one more example to clear, because it is quite typical one. So we are taking 2 or 3 examples to understand it, right? Okay, exercise 8. Divide and obtain remainder when px, that is x cube plus 1, is divided by x plus 1. Okay, here x cube plus 1, this is your dividend polynomial and x plus 1 is your divisor polynomial. Here you can check x cube, then no term of power containing x square and no term of power containing x is over here. So whenever you are writing dividend polynomial, you have to keep this thing in your mind that first term is x cube, second term must be having x square term, but it is not here, so you have to add 0x square, plus again after than that x term will be there, which is also not here, so plus 0x plus 1. If you are writing in this way, then there are possible chances of mistakes will be less, right? Okay, now we are going to start. First term divided by the first term, this x and 1 power is cancelled out here, x square will be there. Put this x square here and get multiply. So x cube plus x square we are writing over here. Change the signs. First term cancel. Minus x square is here because 0x square does not mean anything. So minus x square plus 0x take over here. First again second step, minus x square dividing by first term x. So we will have one term cancel out. So it is minus x. Put this minus x over here. Then multiply with x plus 1. So you will have minus x square minus x. Putting here. Change the signs. Subtract it. So it is minus x square and plus x square cancel out. Now 0x does not mean anything. So plus x is over here. Plus 1 we are carrying. Again third step. First term x. Here also first term x. X and x when we are dividing. The answer is 1. That is plus 1. So we are putting plus 1 over here. Now multiply this divisor polynomial with 1. So when we are multiplying with 1, so the term is as it is, x plus 1. Keep this here. Change the signs. Minus x minus 1. X and x gets cancelled. Plus 1 minus 1 is 0. So you can check remainder is 0 and quotient is x square minus x plus 1. Right? I hope now you will understand how this division, that is long division method, works. Right? Okay. Now the next topic, remainder theorem. Now first we have to see what is the statement of this theorem, and then I will try to understand what is the concept behind it, right? Remainder theorem. Let Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let A be any real number. If Px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is Pa. Again, I am repeating the statement of this remainder theorem. Px is a polynomial having degree greater than or equal to 1, and a is any real number. And if Px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is P of a. This is said to be the remainder theorem. Now we will understand this theorem by taking one example here. Question, this is your example number 9. Find remainder when this polynomial x raised to 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1 is divided by x minus 1. Now you will check the question. Here this is your Px, which is a polynomial of degree 4, means greater than or equal to 1. That is, it is of degree 4, and we are dividing this polynomial by x minus 1. Right? X minus 1 is a linear polynomial. Here the condition is written. Check this. Linear polynomial x minus a. And here also we are dividing this by linear polynomial x minus a. So, and here we have to find out the remainder. Remember this, by using this remainder theorem, we will directly obtain the remainder when one polynomial is divided by other linear polynomial. Right? There is no need for long division method. If you are applying remainder theorem, then directly you will obtain the remainder. Right? But one condition is there. The given polynomial which is to be divided, that must be of degree greater than 1 or equal to 1, and that must be divided by the linear polynomial. Right? Okay. Now start this. X minus 1 is here. Equate this x minus 1 with 0. So what should be the value of x here? That is plus 1. Take this minus 1 on this side. So it will become plus 1. Now put this 1 in place of x. So what you will have? P1. P1 is the remainder. How can we obtain this? Now we will check this one. 1 raised to 4 plus 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 1 plus 1. This is 1, again 1 minus 2 square of 1 is 1, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 plus 1. All the positive terms becomes together 4 minus 2, that is 2. So we can say 2 is the remainder of this polynomial when we are dividing this by x minus 1. Now I hope you will understand this. Okay, what the remainder theorem says. If any polynomial having degree 1 or greater than 1 is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, then Pa is a remainder. This theorem is utilized to find out what? The remainder. Okay? Okay. One most important thing you will check here. You don't get quotient in this case. In this case, you don't get quotient. You can also obtain the remainder by long division method also. But that is quite lengthy one. Behind we have seen in the last discussion how the long division method works, right? So this is the shortest method. Okay. Now example number 10. Check whether the polynomial qt, that is 4t cube plus 4t square minus t minus 1, is a multiple of 2t plus 1. Or the same question is given in this way also. check whether the polynomial 2t plus 1 is a factor of polynomial 4t cube plus 4t square minus t minus 1. Here both the questions are same, right? But the language is quite different. Okay. What we have to do, I will understand this your monopoly in this way. First, take 2t plus 1 is equal to 0. So obtain the value of t, that is 2t is equal to minus 1 and t is minus 1 by 2. Pt is the given polynomial. Now what you have to do? You have to put minus 1 by 2 in place of t here in this polynomial. And if the value of the polynomial is 0, then and only then you can say Pt is a multiple of 2t plus 1, right? Or you can say 2t plus 1 is a factor of Pt. Both the question have same answer. P minus 1 by 2, that is 4 into minus 1 by 2 cube plus 4 into minus 1 by 2 square minus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Now simplify this. 4 into minus is here and it is odd sign. So minus 1, minus remains as it is, and cube of 1 is 1, cube of 2 is 8, plus 4 into minus 1 square, because it is even sign, even number. So the minus sign vanishes, means doesn't come. Square of 1 is 1 and square of 2 is 4. 4 minus minus plus 1 by 2 minus 1. 4 2s are 8. This 4 and this 4 gets cancelled. So what we will have now? Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 minus 1. Here minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2 are cancel out. Plus 1 and minus 1 are also cancel out. So this is the value of P minus 1 by 2. Means you can say the remainder is 0. And if the remainder is 0, then we can say Pt is a multiple of 2t plus 1, or 2t plus 1 is a factor of polynomial Pt. Right? Okay.